Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Kansas versus Baylor college basketball matchup on Saturday, February 10th, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people looking to take it to the next level, people who have big bankrolls, one-on-one style service. We offer all those things. They're called the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays, but they're not available on the website. You've got to text the number that you see on the screen. It's the only way to take advantage of those products. So if you make big bets, go ahead and text the number. But let's get to this one. Kansas taking on Baylor, two heavyweights in the Big 12 conference going at it. Kansas at this point 18-5 on the season. Baylor 17-5, but just 2-2 on the road. But they're also 3-1 against the number on the road, while Kansas, well, pretty much unbeatable at home, 12-0, but 6-6 against the number. You know, Baylor is a really good team, and I think, you know, to me, the 5 losses for Baylor is really the head scratcher and how they're not a top 10 ranked team, because this team is so loaded with talent, it's an embarrassment of riches. They lost L.J. Cryer, who transferred to Houston, who is now within the conference, but I'll tell you what, these guys didn't miss a beat. Baylor just seems to every year have top tier, you know, NBA draft lottery talent, you know, across the board. And, you know, this year is no different. For Drew, I think the tough part is to figure out which 5 to put out on the court at once. And while they might not get the notoriety of Calipari's Kentucky team a few years ago, they certainly have that type of talent on this team. They might even be a little bit better than that when it comes to actual performance. When we see Kansas, boy, when it comes to the big games, especially at home, no one's better than Bill Self and the Jayhawks. These guys, Houston came in last week, and Kansas, they just took them behind the woodshed. It was not even a game. It was over before it started. Kansas jumped out to a big lead. Houston tried to claw back several times. They never even got close. And the thing is, I think that Kansas certainly has their deficiencies. They certainly have their problems, and we see these come out from time to time. But at the same time, it seems that at home, especially in the big games, these guys just know how to win games. And while they don't blow everybody out, and even some of the lesser games that you would think they would be blowing teams out, they haven't necessarily gotten it done. But, you know, when if it comes to just straight wins and losses, well, they're pretty good. They do really well on defense. Baylor, of course, shoots the lights out from beyond 3. You know, the game that we saw Baylor lose, you know, one of the games that we saw them lose, it was against, let me refresh my memory here. It was at Kansas State. They were basically, or the TCU game, they just couldn't hit a shot. They shot like 30% from the free throw line. It was absurd, but you can't bank on Baylor doing that every time out. We saw them bounce back, including a nice win over Iowa State recently. This is going to be a good game, and I'll tell you what, Baylor getting way too many points here. This game's way closer than the number. I think Kansas probably wins because they always win at home. But if Baylor wins, I wouldn't be shocked, but it's going to be inside the number. I'm going to take Baylor. It's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and it'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.